Is it weird that I'm wearing this because you're going to take a screenshot of it and it's going to look like I'm wearing underwear? Okay. Okay, great.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hanukkah Erotica Book Club podcast. I'm Raizel and I'm here with Malya, my stepsister and co-host. Hi, Mal.
Hello. Hi. Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov. It's really our best time. I can't wait.
I think it seems to be what works, yes.
It really is. Wait, there's so much to catch up on. Shavua Tov.
Yes, there's a lot.
Your hair looks great.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, I got a cut. Thank you.
It looks great.
We took the girls to get a summer haircut, and I was like, just let me in that chair, too.
It's really good.
Yeah, every time I cut it, I'm like, why did I grow it out? I don't even know.
I know.
It's great. This is my look.
Okay, so I don't even know where to begin.
It's funny because our parents have been, like, really nagging me for a new episode.
It's like, have you recorded yet? It's like, I don't have to answer to you. You're not my boss.
But also, it's like, I think your mom texted me, like, this, like, 69 short stories, question mark? And I wrote back, we have not yet recorded the episode reviewing the 69 short stories.
My mom said, what's coming next? And I said, I say what's coming next at the end of each episode. It's Thong of Thongs. And she goes, but what about the 69 short stories? I said, that is it's the same.
Okay, that was confusing. So, yeah. I mean, we know they're eagerly awaiting.
They are.
And this is so nice. I was at a barbecue for Shavuot, like a second day of Shavuot barbecue at our rabbi's family's house, and somebody recognized me by my voice.
No.
Because of our podcast. Yes.
Oh,
it was like a couple of the rabbi's daughters are fans of the podcast.
Yes,
Some of them have come to our lives, but one of them apparently sent it to her friend right after our last live. Didn't know that the friend had become like an avid listener. She said she's totally caught up. Like she's a regular listener.
I hear it's bingeable.
I don't know if it could be binging or she's just like waiting for new episodes.
Okay,
but either way,
savoring.
She was like, "Oh my God, you're from Hanukkah Erotica." I knew your voice sounded familiar because I was just like shooting the shit with them.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, "What?" I didn't even. I was like speechless. I didn't even know what to say. I was like,
incredible.
It was really exciting.
Incredible. So I ran into Seth Galina on the street.
Oh my God, yes.
And so it's also like I knew it was coming because do you ever look at his stories?
Yeah, he takes a lot of photos.
He takes like a lot of photos.
Yes.
But I see that he's often near where I work.
Got it.
And
he takes great photos, by the way.
Amazing. I told him that.
Yeah, I really like them.
So I ran into him. I was so excited. And then he's like, hey, let me ask you something. I was in Chicago for the weekend and this guy I was talking to wants to do like a whole con, like a Jewish podcast con. Like you think like it would be like different people, like different Jewish podcasts recording in different rooms. Like, what do you think? You think that would be something people do? I'm like, we would do it. That sounds great. He was like asking me as like a Jewish podcaster, like my opinion on it. And I was like, yeah, we would. That would be great. I was like, I'm sure Jonah Platt would come like with his million listeners. And then I go, right. Do you know that Malya thinks that we inspired Jonah Platt to start his podcast? And he goes, wait, what? I said, Jonah Platt was on the 3rd episode of our podcast, and Malya thinks we inspired him. He goes, he was on the 3rd episode of your podcast? Of course you inspired him.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth.
Seth was certain. First, he had no idea that Jonah, like he was like, I totally missed that. Which, by the way, this is a side note that I forgot to tell you guys. When I went to send that episode to Seth, that episode is like a 3-second episode on Apple Podcasts. So something weird happened.
Oh, no.
So that's just a note for William.
Oh, okay.
That like Jonah Platt episode, something weird happened. Anyway, I should have said something earlier, but I'll tell you now live on air. But no, I couldn't. So Seth went from not even knowing that Jonah Platt was ever on our podcast to 100% agreeing with you that we inspired him, and I was laughing on the street.
Good. Well, I think I'm glad he agrees because it's the only possible true way to view
Anyway, he had a
events. I
third
mean,
baby. Did you see Mazel Tov to the
I did
class?
see on Shavuot. That's so
I
nice.
know, so sweet, so
Yeah,
sweet.
so sweet. Really great.
Um,
I know
no,
he loves
but
being a dad, so
yeah,
he has
but
the tattoos to prove it.
yeah, he's like, can't wait to see the next. So Seth agreed. I thought that was hilarious. Also, to the Canadian Jewish podcaster that knows Seth, Galina, sure, will be there.
Oh, they're the one who wants to have the con.
There was a Canadian Jewish podcaster who wants to have a Jewish podcasting con, and I say,
Got
sign
it.
us up.
Totally. Great. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and also on the way, William's reminding me on the way to that same barbecue where I met that fan of ours. Shout out to her, by the way, because I hope she's listening, but I really appreciated you coming over.
We're sorry for the delay about this episode. We're sorry to you. We're sorry to our parents. Sometimes things take time.
Absolutely. But on our way, a block away, we, for the first time ever in Brooklyn, we ran into Jonathan Horowitz.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
Also,
he was walking from
important.
We were both coming from our respective Shavuot shuls to our respective Shavuot lunches, and we crossed
Amazing.
paths. Yeah.
Also a member of this team.
And we recapped. He featured quite prominently on last episode. So we just sort of recapped all that. I re-invited him and his extended family to visit us in South Jersey.
Okay,
He's
great.
gonna talk to his mom about it. So that was really fun also.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Really
so
great all around.
It was a good Shavuot. Did you do anything? Shavuot's a very underutilized. I guess it's not really that romantic as far as holidays go.
Well, underutilized, but there definitely are opportunities. I mean, the ice cream and cheesecake alone.
Right. Those are some traditionally romantic foods. Also the whole flower motif, are they not? I don't know. Like I feel like
they are. They're romantic.
You order
They're
like
romantic.
a cheesecake. Yeah.
Of course.
The flower motif, like, is very pretty.
Yeah. A Yisker holiday.
Right. Yisker, not as obviously romantic, but listen, there's opportunity for a grand gesture there. You can fit it in. Yeah, totally. No,
of course.
I think we've never read a book where
we've never read a chivalrous
figures.
book. Maybe it was referenced like in one book or two, but it's never been prominent.
Right. That's probably not
remember like that Shavuot retreat? That would be a great setting.
Oh yeah, like the Hadar one.
Yeah, like Malya and I used to go on this like Shavuot retreat for like our minyan that we went to.
Yes.
And it was just like, for us, it wasn't horny or romantic in any way.
No, it was not.
At all. But Malya, I'm sure it was for a lot of people.
William came with us one year after we were already getting married.
Maybe it was horny for you.
No, it wasn't even.
He already connected.
No, I think he stayed in the boys' bunk and I stayed in the girls' bunk. No, nothing was happening. Absolutely nothing was happening. No,
but it was really fun. We hung out a lot.
It was so fun. Do you think people?
And I didn't feel third wheelie at all. Same with our whole summer in Israel together.
Not.
It was just fun.
Oh, yeah.
But
I bet people did meet on that retreat.
I'm sure those weekends are like romantic and fun for people.
I have a really traumatizing memory from that retreat. I don't know. This was not the one William was on with us. This was before. I was like talking to some guy and he was like, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm about to start law school. Like I in the fall. And he was like, oh, I'm a lawyer. Like, don't do it. And I was like, I'm already doing it. Like I pay, like I quit my job. Like I'm doing it already.
I'm going to law school. It starts in a few months. I'm going.
It starts in 2 months. Like I'm going. And he was like, no, like you shouldn't go. Being a lawyer is horrible. Like you have tons of debt. Like don't do it. And I was like, what? And he was like, well, actually, like you're a woman, so like maybe you'll marry someone who will pay off your debt. So that's better. God. And I was like, what? Where are we? I was like, isn't this the egalitarian minyan retreat?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was like, isn't this like the group founded on like the principles of feminism and equality? No?
100%.
I was like, I don't even know what to say to you right now.
A nightmare, not a romance novel.
No, it wasn't. I was just like, bye. And then actually, like, it was so crazy that that guy's friend who overheard it, like, came over to me later and was like, I just want to apologize for that guy. Like, he's having a hard time. And I was like, okay. That stuck with me.
It would okay, if those kinds of things didn't happen at the retreat, which for me also was just like a series of awkward moments, honestly, more than anything
Sure.
else, and then
Yeah.
just like fun with you and our friends,
Yeah.
but really awkward. But if it wasn't
Right.
that way, you're at like a sleepaway camp or something in like the beautiful weather, eating
Totally.
dairy.
There's potential. The setting has potential.
There's
I agree.
potential. There's
Yeah,
potential.
100. Totally.
Also, by the way, like a retreat like that makes more sense actually for like a summer campy, like what Sarah Wendell did with
Right.
the
Camp in the
Hanukkah
winter.
the camp
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
winter. The Shavuot retreat actually like lends itself to that in a way that makes more sense because camp in the winter is not really real.
Right.
Winter
Right.
camp was kind of made up, but Shavuos retreats are a thing, like Pesach programs.
Right. And it's fun because it's adults. It's not like you're
Right.
two counselors in a sea of kids. Like you're all adults mingling. So there's more possibility for drama, I feel.
Yeah, totally. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe we'll inspire someone to write one.
Right. Hey,
We know
got
we've done that before.
Exactly. I'm looking at my phone because I have some notes for our seltzer segment.
Yeah, I also do.
Oh, good.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Well, my note is that tonight, the reason that I couldn't start earlier is because we were at Shari, who's a friend of the pod, comes to see our lives, often has insight after each episode, my best friend from preschool. We went to her daughter's birthday party tonight, and I was drinking a seltzer in her backyard, and she said that she was actually nervous buying the seltzer for the night.
Oh my God.
Which I thought was... It was a peach Waterloo, and it was delicious, but
Oh, great.
we were laughing.
That's really funny. Yeah, she doesn't know. She might get judged.
Exactly.
Publicly shamed for her seltzer purchases.
But they were really good ones.
That's great.
Okay, yeah, what was yours?
Well, okay, I went to I too attended a birthday party for a child's birthday party. And at that child's birthday party, there were Wegmans brand seltzers.
Which one did you like?
Lime mint.
Oh my God, I've never had it. Sounds great.
Okay, so here's what happened. I got there sort of toward the end of the party, and the seltzers were already kind of not so cold. It was at the Prospect Park Carousel, which is a very cute location. Like the kid, very cute, but like there wasn't an easy way to keep the seltzers cold, so they were like not so cold by the time I got there. And I was like, I feel this will be, this sounds like a delicious flavor, but I feel like it just won't be nearly as good if it's not ice cold. So I pocketed.
I knew you were
the
going to say that.
seltzer,
Yes.
Brought it home, refrigerated it, and then drank it like 5 hours later.
Crisp.
And I was right. It was crisp. The lime mint was so good cold. It wouldn't have been as good.
Wegmans brand seltzer is delicious.
I never had it before. Never had it.
I think I once maybe told you about the cherry vanilla,
Yes,
which
you
I
did.
love. There's a ginger flavor, pomegranate. And I think I told you about this because you order food, and ordering Wegmans in Brooklyn is like a really good, you can like Instacart Wegmans.
Yes, we did talk about
Wegmans.
this. Right.
Wegmans seltzer is so good.
Okay, I'm gonna consider that.
I actually want to go get. Oh, it's a cherry pomegranate that I like.
I like the lime mint. I recommend
Now
it.
I want to try the lime mint.
Yeah, very good.
I want to go to
It has to
Wegmans
be. It
tomorrow.
has to be cold though. Like it has to be cold.
I want to go to Wegmans also because I'm running very low on seltzer.
It's a seltzer emergency.
It is. It is. How's
Getting
Daniella?
there. She's good. She's in Brooklyn. I didn't see her this past week. It was a weird week with public school because like things were closed for Eid.
Oh yes. Well, I still want to get her on the pod.
I know. She's not here this weekend, but so that was not possible. But we'll make it work. She still has a few more weeks here. Yeah.
Hopefully she has some Saturday nights that work since that's our best time.
Yeah, that's a little trickier, I think, because she's like not here for the weekends. But
Okay, we'll figure something out.
we'll figure it out. I think we'll figure it out. The other thing is that I went to another class at the Revitzins' house. They always have good. I told you about the seltzer choices there. Another time they had Schweppes cans of pink grapefruit. Very good. I don't think I've ever had Schweppes in a can.
In a can, me either.
Right.
Maybe on
Didn't
a
even know
flight.
they had cans. Right, a flight. But they have weird things on flights that don't actually exist, I feel like.
Outside of the flight.
Right.
Yeah, because I just had a fantastic seltzer in the air,
Oh.
and I never saw it again.
Right. I think that it's like its own little world, those in-flight beverages.
It was on a JetBlue flight.
What was it?
I feel like I maybe took a picture to try to tell you about it. And now I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a blueberry pomegranate, but now I can't. What is the seltzer that was on the flight?
Are you really
So
into I feel like
good.
everything you're mentioning has pomegranate.
I know. I don't know why. It was just in-flight seltzer. Was it JetBlue? Or was
I
it,
thought the Schweppes pink grapefruit was really good. Like, I think better than that LaCroix pamplemousse that I feel like everyone likes, which I like too. But
yeah, no, it sounds like it was really good.
I like
I
grapefruit.
know.
Grapefruit's a go-to flavor.
Delicious. It's so good. Okay, no, JetBlue serves bubbly, and this wasn't that. I think this was on United. I'm Googling to find out what seltzer they serve. Oh, 'cause it was on the way there. I did fly United. What was it? I gotta figure this one out.
Yeah, figure it out.
I will. Something else is coming up for me now, which is it was Aha. Do you know this seltzer brand, Aha?
Oh, I've seen it. It doesn't have caffeine.
So good.
Does AHA have caffeine in it though?
I hope not. It seemed like it was just regular sparkling water.
Oh, I don't know why. I had there are those like surprise caffeinated things, beverages.
I do know what you mean.
But I guess
That's
AHA's not
terrifying.
one of them. Yeah.
Aha, I don't think is one of them. It was so great, but I see now that it was it's like the Coke brand's like take on these like fancy seltzers.
I see. Okay, great. That makes sense. It would be on a
AHA.
flight. Yeah. AHA. Cool.
Pomegranate, blueberry, I think was the Aha that I had, and man, was it good. I want to buy those. All right, this was a really good, this was our best seltzer segment yet.
It's getting really rich, this material. We're covering a lot of ground. That's good. And it keeps, and one more thing I'll say. So I don't know what you think about this. Like, we were down in South New Jersey and I bought a few Bowl and Basket, which is the ShopRite brand.
Of course, love one. Yes, tell me more.
Flavored seltzers in bottles. Like
Yes.
the William was saying he doesn't love the Bowl and Basket flavored ones. Like, he just feels like
I think they're very good.
they're not as good.
Well, okay, I think they're good, but maybe that's with like Pesach goggles.
Right.
Because they like the grapefruit, the cherry. There's a few like,
Oh,
Pesach
are those
Bowl and
kosher for
Basket.
Pesach? Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
and
Got
they
it.
get me through the week.
Right.
A bottle to myself, 2 bottles to myself a day, easy.
Wow.
Treat it like my personal.
Okay, yeah. No, I hear you. But right, like in a Pesach situation, it might taste better than
In a Pesach situation, it's really
in a world where you have Wegmans and AHA and these other options. I don't know.
bubbly,
I feel like
Waterloo. Then no.
Bowl and Basket, I don't know. I feel it's a little bit inferior. But also, I don't know. It's hard in a larger bottle when it becomes not as crisp, inevitably.
I know. You got to go really quick with it, really.
Right.
Chug a lot of those thin little cups.
Oh, yeah. Between Shavuot and Shabbat, I've had a lot of thin cup experience for the last few days, weeks.
Of course.
Yeah.
You got to.
They do the job.
They do.
When
All
your
right.
kid is holding one, though, it's always like nerve-wracking because it's like one little bump away from just like exploding.
Completely.
flimsy
Or sometimes
cups,
shredding to pieces because they do that game with it.
Oh, yeah, they crack it. Yeah. Or Julius just like, he just
Feel it?
tries to pull it till it cracks.
Yes. Scary, really. A weapon.
Yeah, yeah. Those shards, yeah, it's crazy, yeah. But
All
it's
right.
a numbers game.
I think this is
Okay.
great.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know where to begin when we start discussing Kitty Knish's book of short stories, Thong of Thongs.
Is that what you call these short stories?
No, what do you call these?
Wait, is that what she called? Oh yeah, 69
Yes.
sex juice. They really aren't stories, are they?
Well,
I mean, there's
yes, it's Thong of Thongs, 69 sexy Jewish stories. Are they sexy? Are they stories? Discuss.
right. I would posit that they're not stories. Like they're
Works of art?
they're almost like poems or like
Some
little,
are some
like
feel like poems.
some are actually, a couple were actually poems. Like there was the one where she was trying to imitate the Allen Ginsberg like style.
Yes.
But I think
Okay,
they're
so-
all just
Yeah, no, you describe.
they're just like vignettes more of it. They don't have enough plot to be stories. It's not like a story has like a beginning, a middle, and end. There's some kind
Character
of conflict.
development,
There's
conflict.
character. Yeah, there's really
Thank
none
you,
of
second grade.
That's what I remember.
Yeah,
I
it's good.
found it to be true for the most part. These really don't have that, so I don't think you can call them stories. They're little
Right.
like they're little
Some have
video.
some. Yeah, they're vignettes. They're little like
Some have a little conflict or a little plot. Some
a
or
li-
some have some more
so
than others.
they're tales, they're thoughts, they're little
Maybe they're little
pieces of
tales.
writing. Little
Yes,
pieces of
yes,
writing.
yes. They're pieces of writing. Exactly. That's what they are.
69 sexy pieces of writing.
Right, right. I guess that doesn't roll off the tongue as well as short stories, as stories.
Here are some of the titles of them. I think our listeners have really should hear some of the titles
Yeah,
just
yeah.
of them.
For flavor.
I think we didn't discuss this because we don't discuss any of this in advance, but I assume you are prepared for some dramatic readings. I think I'll read some in full.
Oh, please.
Okay.
You can. Yeah.
But I'm going to just read some of the titles. The Tree of Sexy Good Times, Caning Abel, a lot of puns. Did William like this? There are a lot of
Oh,
puns.
puns galore. When was this written?
Salty and
Okay,
Gamara.
go on. Yeah.
Kibbutz It in Your Pants, Ethics of the Fuckers, Gelt Trip, JoJo and the Amazing Technicolor Strap-On. I'm just reading a few of the 69.
The
Let My
Western
Penis
Glory
Go.
Hole. The Western
Yeah.
Glory Hole.
Chuppah, There It Is. Hold on. Let My Penis Go. I'm saying it again in case it wasn't clear the first time.
No, thank you.
Bubby Got Back.
Hickey Nagila.
Oh, Mom, you were reading it at the same time. I was going to say that. Hickey
Oh.
Nagila. K for Penis. Hilarious. I laughed
Very
out loud.
funny. Yes.
Shofar So Good.
Classic.
The Last Fisting of Dulce Schultz. Oh, Jesus. The Horny Land. Farter in the Rye. This is crazy. It's absurdist craziness. This book is nuts.
Yes, yes. That's exactly
Kitty
what it is.
Knish is hard to find on the internet. There's a Twitter account, but no Instagram account. It's like absurdist,
Has she written anything else?
kinky Jewish writing.
It is absurdist. It's very kooky.
It absolutely is. Nosh Me, Depths of the Pit, Fetishes of Light, Waiting for the Messiah to ...
Right.
And
Has she written anything else?
let's see.
Come 22.
Come 22.
Uh-huh.
I thought there was something else that I saw. Kitty Knish books. Kitty Knish author. The Shocking Adventures of Jewish Lightning by Kitty Knish.
That was one of the stories.
I think it's a book now.
Oh, really? Yeah, The Shocking Adventures of Jewish Lightning is one of these 69.
Well, now it's books 1 of 2.
Oh, wow. So
It's a
I
book.
wonder if she expanded. She felt that one had potential.
Maybe.
What? Because that was like one of the most absurd ones.
Here, let's check that one out. Sorry, it's taking me a while to find it.
It's
The Shocking Adventure.
page 81.
Got it.
Yeah.
The Shocking Adventures of Jewish Lightning. Faithful love and truth have met. Righteousness and peace have kissed. Psalm 85:10. Golden Gelt had taken over the New York Stock Exchange and took all the stockbrokers inside hostage. The police had the place surrounded, but they needed help, so they called in Jewish Lightning and the Knish Kid. Jewish Lightning's black curly hair frizzed out in an afro. She wore a dark blue domino mask, short skirt, and a bodice with twin white lightning bolts cupped around the bottom of her breast that pointed toward her crotch. Her partner, the Knish Kid, wore tight brown riding pants with a matching army jacket with black buttons and high collar, with her hair tied in a bun. The pair went through the front door, ready to kick butt and take names. But Golden Gelt's goons were ready for them. They trapped Jewish Lightning and the Knish Kid in a net and put them with the stockbrokers. This is like an episode of like Paw Patrol.
It's like a cartoon. Yeah, exactly. Or like Wile E. Coyote or something like.
Well, Golden Gelt stood in front of her, in front of the heroes with her hands on her hips. She wore a gold dress that rattled when she moved with giant golden coins over her breasts and behind. If it isn't The davening duo. Golden Gelt, what are you up to now? Jewish Lightning asked. I plan on stealing all the money in the city to fund my larger goal of controlling all of the money in the world. You know that they don't actually keep any money in the New York Stock Exchange, right? Jewish Lightning pointed out. Don't you dare try to nickel and dime me. Golden Gelt looked down her nose. Of course, the day we face a money-hungry madwoman when I'm carrying the penny rolls I wanted to deposit, the Knish kid whispered to Jewish Lightning. I just said that the stock exchange isn't like a bank. Why do I have to keep explaining that? Jewish Lightning asked. But wait, you just gave me an idea. We might be able to use the Golden Gelt's greed against her. Where are your penny rolls? I can't even keep going. I don't know what's happening. Should I finish? Do people want to know?
So there's only like a few sentences more.
Okay, fine. I'll keep going. In my pocket, the Knish kid said, "Why? Scoot that tuchus over here." Jewish Lightning slipped her hand into the Knish kid's pants and started groping around. Careful, Jewish Lightning. Your fingernails are getting a little long, the Knish kid said. Oh, a little to the left. You're almost there. Don't stop. Why did I almost stop before this? What was I thinking? Found them, Jewish Lightning withdrew the coins. She tossed the pennies across the floor. Hey, Golden Gelt, you missed some money. Golden Gelt's eyes lit up and she skipped over. Every bit counts. She crouched down and started picking up the pennies like a pigeon, picking at scraps of bread. Jewish Lightning electrified the coins, using her superpowers, and knocked Golden Gelt out cold. Now that's rich, Jewish Lightning said, and the two laughed.
That's going to become a book?
2. It's part 1 of 2.
Wow.
2 books. A series.
Like, also there's like a little bit of like an Austin Powers like feel to it.
Yes, because it's like so it's like an extreme parody of the genre.
Right. But all of them kind of have that feel, that like punny parody.
Yes.
Over the top. And that's about how sexy most of them are. It's like they're like funny sexy. They're not actually sexy.
I mean, there was definitely some that were a little bit more kinky or graphic than that.
Yeah,
just a little groping around.
There were. True.
Here's Hickey Nagila.
Okay.
Do not cut your bodies for the dead and do not make any marks on your skin. I am the Lord. Leviticus 19:29. I've heard people say no teeth or to watch the teeth in terms of their lovemaking, but I like it when he bites. He starts with my lower lip and holds. It's hilarious to read that and
and then this
and then deduce from it no teeth.
Yes.
Like, is Kitty Knish a genius?
I think she might be. Each one of those quotes, each of the pieces of writing has a quote at the beginning.
Exactly. I've heard people say no teeth or to watch the teeth in terms of their lovemaking, but I like it when he bites. He starts with my lower lip and he holds it in place between his teeth. I lean in to kiss him and regain control of my mouth, but he pulls back, tugging me closer, yet keeping me at a distance before releasing me. He moves to my neck on my left side and latches on. He says that side has the artery that feeds the blood to the brain. Maybe that's why it drives me so crazy. From there, he works his way over my breast, chomping and sucking down to my inner thigh where he lingers. See, this is getting hotter. I get away with wearing a scarf around my neck or sweater to cover my cleavage, but I feel him there when I put on my jeans and my legs rub together. With so many stairs to walk, I have to pause to keep from coming again and again. That's the thrill. But that thrill is for later, because right after he's finished biting me, I rush to the mirror and see the messages he's left marked on my skin. I run my fingers over the Hebrew letters that read, Ani Ohev Otach. In English, his message is clear. I love you. And he shows that love like no other ever has. Imagine someone with their teeth marking you in Hebrew with hickeys.
Wow. That's, yeah.
I love you in Hebrew with hickeys all over your body. That's talent.
That's commitment and talent. Yes, absolutely.
I see here that I bookmarked K for penis, the next one.
Oh, good.
I must have
We're on a roll here.
what I wanted. I bookmarked.
K for penis.
This was the one about the Carnegie Deli?
Yeah.
Yosef the busboy. Sorry, don't forget the ruler's delicacies. The food misleads. Don't long for the ruler's delicacies. The food misleads. Proverbs 23:3.
Like, is Kitty Knish a Torah scholar? Like, how did she find these quotes?
Yeah, I think so.
She might be. Torah scholar.
Kitty Knish. Okay, I'm not saying this is possible at all. It's not.
Okay.
But Kitty Knish and how mysterious Kitty Knish is got me thinking and missing KK Hendon, who's also KK. Kitty Knish.
Oh, wow.
KK Hendon.
No, I think that's a good theory. She changed. She did a big pivot.
Don't know. but they're just both so mysterious and completely anonymous.
Right.
Because KK Hendon, again, still completely nowhere to be found, has not written anything else. Instagram is like, check back for later, taking a break. It's like, if you're listening, KK Hendon, we miss you. You started this podcast. I need more. And are you Kitty Knish? Because if so, you
Right.
have a lot of different kinds of talents, because those books were
Totally.
fantastic and these are insane. And if you are the same person, you're a genius.
Did you take a year off to like study the Bible so thoroughly that you could apply random passages to like equally random sort of
Kinks?
sexy, kinky
Fantasies?
little musings? Like, what's going on?
Like, is KK Hendon Kitty Knish Hendon? I'm just saying.
Knish hyphen Hendon.
Different writing styles for sure. But
To say the
KK Hendon,
least.
obviously grew up, it seems like, pretty from modern Orthodox.
This person might have also. I mean, they have a
Exactly.
very
That's
prolific
what I'm
knowledge
saying.
of. Although there are also a lot of these are about like more secular, just Jewish references.
Yes, like the Carnegie Deli and the matzo ball soup.
Right. Or even there was
That-
like, what about Lou Reed?
Right.
Like,
Right,
there's like
KK
sort of
Hendon- Right. It's a pretty big leap. It's just that KK and KK, and I miss KK Hendon.
No, I think it's totally a valid theory.
K for penis is the funniest name in the whole book, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Okay, so Yosef the busboy was clearing tables at the Carnegie Deli in Manhattan. As he piled plates into the large brown plastic tub, he noticed a woman sitting alone watching him. She seductively licked a kosher pickle before snapping off the tip between her teeth. Yosef continued doing his job, but kept an eye on her while he moved from table to table. The woman took a thick slice of challah from the wider breadbasket and fingered the doughy center. Yosef looked around the room to see if anyone else was seeing what he saw. The only other eyes on her were that of the signed celebrity photos plastered across the walls. By the way, Kitty Knish is painting such a perfect image of like the diner and the signed
Totally.
photos and like, I mean, the deli and the big brown gross bin, like the busboy bin with
Yeah,
like
yeah, that
all the
bin. I know
plates
exactly. Yeah,
piled
yeah.
up.
Totally.
The waiter brought over her meal, a large bowl of matzo ball soup and a hot dog. Yosef was surprised that she didn't get one of their world-famous pastrami sandwiches, but it's not like she ordered the potato skins. The woman lifted the soup bowl to her lips and began drinking. The broth spilled down her shirt. The wet cloth clung to her frame and revealed that she wasn't wearing a bra. Can you imagine? She's taking
pouring
a
hot
giant
matzo
bowl
ball
of
soup down her
pouring
shirt.
it down her shirt. And she's not wearing a bra. So now she has chicken soup shirt. Like instead of a wet t-shirt content. It's just so hilarious.
It's disgusting.
She's sitting at the Carnegie Deli. You can see her whole boob.
Yeah,
Boobs, both boobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because she's soaked. She's drenched
Soaked
from the
with like
soup.
chicken fat. Yeah.
With the soup gone, she took the matzo balls in her hand and jiggled them. She rubbed the balls against her face and winked at Yosef. Yosef noticed an untouched potato knish that had been left behind on one of the tables. He picked it up and split it down the middle. He licked it from the bottom up, spreading its moist contents across his face. He noticed he was sweating and grabbed an unopened can of Dr. Brown's black cherry soda.
Had to mention that.
Of course. The woman raised an eyebrow and raised the hot dog and opened her mouth wide like an anaconda about to devour a buffalo. She took the whole hot dog into her mouth without gagging. Yosef trembled. He popped the top of the soda can and its contents squirted everywhere. The woman smirked and dabbed a napkin at the corners of her lips. After that day, Yosef was never able to look at the lunch rush the same way again. K for penis.
That was brilliant, actually.
Literally. He takes the knish. He splits it down the middle.
Spreads the
It's the
and
best.
then the Dr. Brown spray out.
Oh, the Dr. Brown squirts. It's so good.
It's
It
really
is.
funny.
So
And I was
bookmarked
just
that
saying,
one.
and to start that off with a proverb,
Amazing. Genius.
I don't even understand.
Me either.
That's why I don't
So
really
there's-
get how she decided to turn that one about the Jewish lightning into a book.
I know. With like the weird anti-Semitic coin coin
Yeah,
collecting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Although
weird.
maybe it's not. Maybe it happens to be the same word name, but it's a total departure.
It could be. I don't
Maybe she
know.
just liked the name. Yeah, we don't know. When was this published, by the way?
Let's find that out. The Lick West Young Men, these books, the names, all of them, 69, all of them are good. Let's see. It was published in 2019
Okay.
by Deep Desires Press.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
2019. Okay.
Caning Abel. Kibbutz it in your pants. This was about a sneeze kibbutz. I don't know if you
Yes.
remember this. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Genesis 2:25. The Sniut kibbutz took modesty seriously. They enforced a strict dress code requiring the men and women to wear long clothing that kept their bodies covered even in the peak of summer. But then there was Kyle, who was tired of being covered up, tired of being ashamed of his body. He decided to make a public display during the weekly community gathering. The men and women sat in separate sections. Kyle wore a long trench coat, wool cap, gloves, knee-high socks, and high-top sneakers. He couldn't risk showing any ankle. The community leaders droned on about the importance of working together, but Kyle wasn't listening to them. He was going to wait until the climax of the gathering and then drop the trench coat and show off what God gave him. He had never attempted anything so daring before, but he needed to. He was no prize, but why should he be ashamed of himself? And why shouldn't everyone know how proud he was to have a body and be alive? As he began to stand, a woman sprang to her feet. Her name was Emma, and she was too wearing a trench coat. She thrust off her covering. She was a heavy woman with small breasts and a flat behind, like she had spent her whole life squished inside a barrel. She'd never been a supermodel. She was about to make a display that would put all the catwalks in the world to shame. She ran into the field. The sun shined on her pale skin. She ripped the ribbon from her hair, and the wild frizzy curls blew in the wind. The folks in charge of the kibbutz chased after her. Kyle watched her with his mouth hanging open. She looked free and happy, and Kyle wanted to join her. He ripped off his trench coat and sprinted after her. Without the heavy layers, they seemed to fly. Kyle ran alongside Emma, smiling, and held out his hand to her. She seemed just as surprised as Kyle to see anyone else in the buff. But she was thrilled that she wasn't alone. She took his hand, and the two fled from the prudes together.
First of all, a lot of talk about like curly, kinky hair in this book.
Yes, yes.
Frizzy, wild.
If we
a
ever
lot of
do
that.
meet KK Hendon and KK Hendon has curly hair, it's gonna
That's a tip off,
she's
right?
Knish, yeah.
And listen, seems very like maybe this is somebody. Maybe this is cathartic about an experience leaving the Orthodox community. Like maybe it is KK. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
And I feel like to be able to quote these things, you have to have had like a significant Jewish education.
Or a lot of research.
Right. Or just good Googling, right?
Right. Or like maybe you're finding quotes to fit what you already want to write.
Right. You're like, find me a biblical quote that relates to this.
Or maybe you start with a quote and then get inspired.
Yeah. Or I feel like it's more likely you're just asking AI for like biblical quotes that are, well, it's 2019, so there's no AI,
Yes.
but Google, give me a biblical quote about whatever.
It's possible. I think that the quotes came first, but I think that if it was written now, I would think that the quotes came after. I don't know. I really don't. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this with my current education. I mean, maybe with research though.
Right.
It's a lot. It's 69 short stories and 69 quotes.
Not all of them are biblical. Like there's a quote from Ayn Rand. There was like a whole Ayn Rand. Like a lot of them are like takeoffs also on like Jewish celebrities that are nothing to do. They're not biblical.
Right. Choking one out. Jacob was left alone, and the man wrestled with him until dawn broke. Genesis 32:24. Excuse me. It was Wrestling Wednesday at the strip club. The mud was fresh. The crowd was hungry for entertainment. I can't, but this whole thing is insane.
There was one that was just like a rabbi reading the Torah and kind of comparing like a yod to like a man's hand like caressing the Torah. That's all it was. It was just a Torah reading that was sort of like an erotic experience. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, one good stroke deserves another. Where there is Torah, it sustains the world. Obadiah Yosef. The congregation had reached the point in the service when the ark is opened and the Torah scroll is taken out. The rabbi removed the embroidered silk cover from the Torah and carried it over to the podium. By the way, I bookmarked this one too.
Oh, good.
He held onto the two wooden pegs and spread the scroll open with the same delicate and loving nature that he would for opening his wife's legs. While the Torah
There you go.
While the Torah was the star of the show, this wasn't a solo affair. The rabbi removed a long and narrow case from beneath the podium. The box held the yad, a silver pointer with a tip fashioned into a hand. It was used to trace along the vellum so that human hands would never directly touch the letters. If the Torah was the wife, then the Yad was her husband. No one else was permitted to touch her except for him. And the Yad loved the Torah. The Yad stroked her lambskin, caressing and paying special attention to each individual stroke and all of her curves. She loved the way he touched her. He was the force in the world that brought her to life. They were connected in a way as if they were one flesh. The rabbi's voice became louder and the congregation met his energy. He read faster and sweat beaded down his face. The tension was building. His throat was getting dry, but he was almost there. They were getting to the end of the passage, ever closer to completion, and finally an amen was achieved. The congregation took a collective breath of relief. With the service completed, the yad was put away and the Torah was covered up and returned to the ark. While the service had ended and the holy husband and wife were separated, they were satisfied and looked forward to the next Sabbath when they'd be reunited.
Psh, there you go. We've never read anything like this. I mean, that's for sure.
No. The closest was the blue tent.
Right. And that wasn't very close.
No. But it was short stories.
Short, questionable if they were stories, similarly.
That were modeled
on biblical.
From excerpts from the Torah.
True. Okay.
So that was the closest.
No, you're right. That's comparable in that way.
But no, this is definitely the most
this feels a little bit to me like it's from that like cool Jew like era. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do.
There's something a little like it's from a different time. Like I was expecting it to have been written earlier than 2019.
Right. It's really nuts. And very Jewish, by the way.
I mean, there's not a sentence that's not Jewish.
Yeah, it is very, very Jewish.
I'm very curious who this person is.
Kitty Knish, if you're listening, email us.
And I kind of want to look at that Jewish...
We won't out you if you need to stay anonymous, but we just would love to be in conversation with you.
For whatever reason, we respect you.
We've had other people who are anonymous and who we've not disclosed anyone's identity. We've had nice conversations, even on video with people who have pen names.
That's right. And we've absolutely...
Would it be our first?
No. We're very discreet. Who's B. Arthur?
Oh, B. Arthur is...
There's also a whole story about her.
A famous actress from maybe the 50s. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this. Oh, I think maybe I'm right.
She's a golden girl. I just Googled her. She's one of the golden girls.
Oh, B. Arthur, yes.
I had no idea.
Yes.
There's a whole story about her and like someone painting on her. Like he thinks he's supposed to paint her, like paint a picture of her, but instead she wants him to paint, like use her body as a canvas.
Yes.
I didn't get it's funny, but I didn't really, was that supposed to be referencing something that I'm not aware of? Like I felt like I was missing something with that one.
Bubby got back.
I think that's right. That sounds right.
After being in the business for such a long time, I've done everything but rodeo and porno. B. Arthur. That was the quote.
Right.
B wanted to commission a painting. She heard good things about an up-and-coming artist. Yeah, named Bob Ross. Oh, it's about Bob Ross. You know who that is.
Oh, Bob Ross. I totally forgot that. Yeah, of course. Is he Jewish?
Let's see if Bob Ross was Jewish.
Your mom would know.
Yeah, of course. She would know even if he's Jewish, but wasn't out there about being Jewish. He was not Jewish. No, there's nowhere here that AI does not think he's Jewish. No. Over and over, not Jewish. Bob Ross, Jew or not Jew? Did you know there's a website, Jew or not Jew? Because Bob Ross just came up on it. I did not know about that
I wonder
website,
if she thought he was a Jew because of his frizzy hair.
I don't know if she thinks that at all. But I was just going to say that Verdict Not a Jew and Jew or Not Jew, the website that I didn't know about.
Didn't know about it either.
You know who would know about Jew or Not Jew more than anyone I know?
Who?
Your dad. He would know about that website.
Oh,
That's the
he
kind
totally
of website
would.
that's the kind of website he'd
He would be into, yeah. He would go to that one regularly for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd like contribute maybe.
If they're accepting contributions, I'm sure he would. Your mom would contribute. I feel like she knows everybody. She knows if everyone's Jewish or not. She knows like if someone had like a Jewish father,
Yes, but I don't
grandparent.
know if she's like in the comment threads of things. Like I think that your dad might be.
That's true. That's true. He would be more. But you're right. My friend
Like your
Ariella.
dad's a Redditor. I think he like comment,
Oh yeah, he loves Reddit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
I
I
love
know
Reddit
that.
too.
Yes, yes. My
What were you
friend
about to say?
Ariella programmed the website istodayajewishholiday.com.
That's great.
There's a website where you can just go to it and it'll tell you like, yes, today is Shavuot, or like, no, today is not a Jewish holiday.
It's always something.
It's often something, so it's a helpful website.
That is helpful. Well, I mean, listen, I don't know how our listeners are feeling about me reading all the stories, but I don't think that there's anything to do except read and discuss because they're all so short. And the only way you're going to understand how insane this experience of reading these 69 short stories are is by hearing me read them.
Absolutely. There's no, like I said, there's no plot to share.
They are crazier and crazier and crazier.
It seems like she had fun doing this. It seems fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure she was laughing the whole time. Come 22.
Why would she
About
do
Kitty
this anonymously? It seems like I don't know. I don't
She
really.
does have the hair and her little cartoon avatar person.
Yeah, yeah,
Kitty
yeah.
Knish is more than just your average Jewish American princess. She grabs life by the matzo balls. Sex is a mitzvah, and Kitty refuses to feel guilty about doing the nasty. Chala at her on Twitter, at Kitty Knish.
Is she active on Twitter?
I don't know. That's why I asked you guys if we had
A
an
Hanukkah,
X account,
right,
like the
right, right.
Hanukkah erotica one, because like I don't really use it anymore, and
Oh,
I think I wasn't able to even see it without signing in. Like
oh, really? You can't even see it? I don't even think
I normally I feel like I used to be able to like see the Twitter feed, but now it's X, and it was like there was like all this like I didn't have an account.
I have an account here. I'm looking for her now. Kitty Knish. Kitty Knishki?
I
Kitty
know it used to be
Knishki.
Kitty. Well, it used to just be Kitty Knish, but maybe she changed it when it
Oh,
became X.
wait, how do you spell it? Yeah,
KITTYKNISH. Kitty Knish.
Knish. Oh no, I
Yeah,
see
Kitty
her.
Knish. I see her.
Yeah,
It says she
Kitty
hasn't
Knish.
posted. Right here, it says she hasn't posted when I click it.
Yeah, she
I don't
hasn't
know.
posted since the end of 2024.
It says Kitty Knish is an author of Jewish erotica and romance, equal parts kosher and raunchy. Come explore sex and love the Oive way. I don't know.
Yeah, but she hasn't posted.
Right.
You're right.
So I don't know.
And her last two posts are blocked for me because I have to click on it because they contain adult content. Wow. Oh, I see. Her last post was like current mood, and then it's like a weird drawing of like boobs and vaginas with eyes.
Hmm.
I clicked show, so it removed the X filter from it. Anyway,
So you got to see.
I saw a sketch of a vagina with an eye on it and some boobs with like eyes where the nipples would be. That's her current mood.
That was her current mood in 2024.
That was her current mood by October 24. Right. So who knows?
So
Interesting.
I'm sure she had a blast writing this,
Yeah.
and obviously we had a blast reading it because it's like you cannot read this and not laugh or have I mean, schmutzy talk. Here's about a dirty talk, schmutzy talk. And if we were poor too, why? If I wasn't born a boy, I'd have nothing to play with. What? Oh,
Huh?
Rodney Dangerfield quote. Sorry. And we were poor. It's a Rodney Dangerfield quote.
I
That's
see.
a little more helpful. And we were poor too. Why? If I wasn't a boy, I'd have nothing to play with. Rodney Dangerfield. Just a dumb Rodney Dangerfield joke.
I get it.
Oh God, it's a whole story about him.
Wow.
It had been another successful show for Rodney in the Borscht Belt. He carried that magic of a happy audience with him and charmed a girl from the bar. They went to his hotel for a quickie. She sprawled out on the bed and said, "I've been a bad girl." "Good girls don't tend to hang around me too long," Rodney said, and loosened his tie. She whipped her hair over her shoulder and said, "I want you to talk dirty to me." "You want dirty? You should take a look at my pit stains," he said. Ugh. She turned
What?
around and got on all fours. I want you to fuck me like a slut. Does that mean you'll take traveler's checks? He began to unzip his fly. She flipped herself over and spread her legs wide. She wasn't wearing any underwear. I want to be your fuck doll. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm reading this out loud. A fuck doll would talk less. He noted and chuckled. He was about to stick it in at her, but little did he know that he had crossed a line. The girl snapped her legs shut and stormed out of the hotel room in a huff, leaving Rodney holding his dick in his hand, saying, "What did I say?" The door slammed and he slumped onto the bed. I don't get no respect. No respect at all.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
I'll leave you with that. Although the
I
last
think
thing
that's a good one. Yeah.
is it because I was going to end on the waiting for the Messiah to come,
Oh.
but
Okay.
it's okay. Because you know what? Read it. The last story is about waiting for the Messiah to ... And if you're curious what happens, read it.
It's a
Thong of Thongs,
teaser. Yeah.
69 sexy little stories.
You won't regret it. You could peruse it, read one or
You
two.
won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
You don't-
If you have this book, you can read it out loud to your friends, like we just did
Like
to
we
you.
just did. It's very
And
entertaining.
it's very entertaining.
Fun for a crowd. You don't have to read it in order. You could just peruse it it's a coffee table book, really.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what else I bookmarked. I hope I shared everything with you that I was planning.
I think that was a good sampling. People got the full breadth of it. We had biblical, we had the Borscht Belt, we had it all.
I
That
don't get no respect.
Oh my God. That's really beyond.
There's also little pictures.
Yes, I like the little pictures. A menorah,
Yeah.
a Jewish star.
Shofar.
I don't,
Shofar.
I
And
don't
some
really
apples.
get it, but I it's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like a wine glass with wine being poured into it on one.
Okay, Mal,
Yeah.
let's talk next book.
Oh yes, please.
I'm curious what your opinion is on reading a book that might again be more just like Jewish representation. I don't know how Jewish it's going to be, but
Okay.
Raizel and Solomon, who I love so much, has a new book out.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's called
into it.
It's called What Happens in Amsterdam, and the character's name is Danny Dorfman. So at the very least, we know that the character's Jewish.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know how much it comes up, but her books are so good.
They're
and
really
Danny
good.
Danny Dorfman's Jewish.
I really loved Weather Girl.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah. Okay. So, What Happens in Amsterdam by Raizel and Solomon is our next read.
Great.
It's on audio. It's available anywhere you get books.
Oh good.
It's oh my God, I have it. No, I don't. I was gonna say it's 11 weeks, an 11-week hold right now at the library, but that was a different book.
Oh.
No.
So it's not an 11-week hold.
It's not an 11-week hold, no. No, but you can you can read it, you could listen if you're reading along with us. I love her books. They have like such great chemistry always. There's like usually mental health stuff.
It's really good build up always between the characters. Like you're really rooting for them.
Yes.
You want it to
Yes.
happen. Yeah.
I
like
really
that.
want to read this one. Yeah. So, and I did watch her stories with a Q&A about the book,
Oh.
and she thinks that it's the steamiest of all her books yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, good to know, especially if you're going to listen, because I know how you feel about that. Maybe you'll read it.
And I think with Weather Girl, I did fast forward through. I did skip a little bit through some parts on the audio. So I'm going to think about that.
So just warning you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, for the audience too.
Wait, one other random thing is that Adina, who has a bookstagram, who came to see us live,
Okay.
who has her bookstagram is, wait, what's her account name though? Why don't I see it? It just says Adina. I have no idea why I can't see it. Adina.reads. It's at Adina Reads.
Okay.
Tagged us in a story.
Okay.
But by the time I noticed it in like the notifications, it was gone because stories
Oh.
disappear after a day.
Yep.
So Adina, can you like retag us or send us a DM or something? Because I want to know what you were telling us, because I didn't get to see it, and it sounds like
Oh.
you didn't either.
Sweet.
Right? You didn't see it, Mal, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, the
Okay,
other
this really-
random
yeah.
thing is just that I'm going to Boston tomorrow,
Oh,
just for the
yes.
day, and I have like an hour carved out that I'm planning to try to check out that romance novel bookstore in Harvard
Yes.
Square. So maybe I'll
Yes.
like make a little video or at least a photo
Yeah.
of myself and send it.
Great. I'm sure you'll see all of our, like a section of our books.
Yeah. I'm going to try to look for our books.
And maybe see what just talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll take a train.
That would be fun.
Do an event at Harvard.
Yeah.
Okay, this was really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this podcast is produced by William Levin.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsored by by Newish Traditions. Yeah. You can get your menorah-shaped beer pong game just in time for Hanukkah at newishtraditions.com with promo code Hanukkah Erotica, HANUKKAHEROTICA. You get 20% off.
Awesome.
Tell them we sent you.
Absolutely. Well, you will be by putting in the code.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that we're forgetting?
Like us on Instagram, on
Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts, all the places. Leave us a review. Tag us on your Instagram if you're reading any of these things. We want to know what you think.
Exactly. All right. Good night, Mal.
Newly active. William's saying we're newly active on Amazon Podcast also.
There you go.
Newly
Even
available on
another place.
Amazon Podcast. Is that new that Amazon has podcasts? Newish, I think. Well, we're on there too.
Great. Can't wait to get those Amazon listeners.
Yes, thank you. Thank you in advance.
Good night.
Good night.